Greetings, wonderful people. This is vk3sl, and that was something rather special, actually. I have to get the details of this fiddle player we've just heard. Janine Undine, I think her name is, and she was a force of nature for a very short period. What's her? Yeah, Andrade. Janine Andrade. And, she made recordings in the 60s, 50s and 60s, and she was a star, but she had a stroke and sadly was incapacitated for much of her life. She died in the 90s, in her 80s, but for the 40 years she couldn't play. But the beginning of her, in the 50s, she made some just gorgeous recordings, including that little Sarah-band. And I don't know who that's by. Does it tell us? By Casina de Mondeville is the name of the the composer. Anyhow, we are just here for a short time today. Frank, I can hear you there. Is that you there? Are you in our midst? Maybe not.
Yes, I'm here, Steve.
Yes, good to hear from you, Frank, and hope you're keeping well.
Yes, I'm pretty well, thank you. Yeah.
That's
just
good.
having a little bit of equipment problems here, but we're okay.
No worries. That's fine. Look, we're going to have a very short program this afternoon because we've had a spontaneous event occurred. Suddenly, in a spark of inspiration, Kate suggested that we go kayaking. So I've just put the kayaks on the roof, and in about a bit over half an hour, we're going to zip down to Listerfield and have a kayak on the lake. So yeah, just a bit of a nice thing to do on a beautiful afternoon. So there's a game plan, which will mean that we'll have to truncate the program. But I'm looking forward to being back again tonight. We'll do our usual program later on, starting at 11 o'clock for about an hour, because I can early start tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds good, because I've got a big day tomorrow, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, sure. So, but I have got some interesting records to play tonight, Frank, because I had a visit this week from Ian, VK3 APV, I think it is, APV or AV. Yeah, I'll look up his call sign. He's been a long-term listener, and he's actually a legal person.
Oh, really?
And he's been listening for a long time, and was quite involved with the missions way back when, and he knows all the players, and he's well and truly sort of initiated, shall we say, and he came.
Oh, that's wonderful. Hello, Ian, if you're listening.
Yeah, so he's going to listen, I think, tonight, and he dropped over with a big stack of 78s, so that belonged to his father.
Isn't that superb?
Yeah, it's just wonderful. I'm so touched. So, and there's all sorts of really interesting recordings. So I'm just going to devote the program just for an hour. In fact, there's many programs worth of recordings here, but we'll play a handful of them tonight, and there's some material here that's really worth investigating. So I'll leave it for tonight, but we'll definitely do that.
Sounds great.
Yeah. So things settle down with your equipments and things there, Frank? Are you all right now?
I will be. I'll explain it later. It's nothing very serious.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Okay, all right. Well, I'm a little bit tangled up here. I just sort of jumped in here in earnest, and my headphones are caught up, and I'm sort of bowed. It's keeping me low until I untangle myself. So I think I better put on the 20s hit in order to redeem things. But let's see how we're going with our setup here. We've got our turntable in gear. And what is our 20s hit? It happens to be a recording of George Olsen and his music with vocal refrain by Bob Borger, Fran Frey, and Bob Rice. A vocal trio, very much in the wake of the Rhythm Boys, same era. And this is it was a big hit from, I think it was a stage production called Good News. But yeah, anyhow, it's from that, either that or an early film, about 1928. So yeah, we'll hear the band, and it's very much of its time. When I can find my switch here. Here we go. I think we're in gear. Back to 1928. Our 20s hit for the day.
here to me. Good news, good news. You're what I've waited for. I wasn't slated for blues. Good news is welcome. Come, come to me. Bad news is hell. Come to me. So, Mr. Good News, you're bound to do me good. Come right here to me. Good news, good news. Do-de-o-lo, 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 I want good news, good news. Do-de-o-lo, 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 I want good news. Good news is welcome to me. Bad news is hell. Come to me. Good news. Do-de-o-lo, 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 I want good news.
Complete with a little post effect there, and you heard the vocal trio with George Olsen and his music in about 1928, and it's a good record. It's in very nice condition. You don't really find records in the 20s in terrific condition. Oh, the other side's got a chip out of it. The other side is interesting because it cashes in on that obsession in the 20s with college life.
Oh, yeah.
And it's interesting. The lyrics are a little bit subversive, I think.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's got a chip. Look, I will play it because it is interesting. See what you think. And it's cashing in on films like College Life with Buster Keaton and The Freshman with Harold Lloyd, those sort of movies that were very big hits in the 20s.
Yeah, and songs like The Varsity Drag.
Yeah, that's it. Well, that's it. This is The Varsity Drag.
Oh, okay.
Yes, spot on, yay.
Oh, there you go.
did. Well, great minds think alike.
Indeed.
Marvellous, Frank. Well, let's have a listen. And yes, The Varsity Drag, the original recording with George Olsen back in 1928-ish, I think.
Knowledge is not, we should be taught to dance. Right here at Tate, we're up to date, we teach a great new dance. Don't think that I brag, I speak of the drag. Why should a sheep learn how to speak Latin and Greek badly? Give him a neat motto, complete, say it with feet gladly. First lesson right now, you'll love it, and how you'll love it. Here is the drag, see how it goes. Down on the heels, up on the toes. That's the way to do the varsity drag. Do-de-o-lo-do, hotter than hot, newer than new, meaner than mean, bluer than blue. Gets as much applause as waving the flag. You can pass many a class, whether you're dumb or wise, if you all answer the call when your professor cries. Everybody down on the heels, up on the toes, stay after school and learn how it goes. Everybody do the varsity drag.
George Olsen and the band Varsity Drag, big hit in the 27-28 period, and very, very well recorded. It just sounded excellent.
Extremely clear, wasn't it?
Yeah, really clear. It's an excellent, except for a little chip out of it. It's in very, otherwise, good order. Yeah. So, any news there, Frank, this week? When did we speak last?
Not too much. I think I told you we're going to St John's Passion.
You are indeed. That's exciting. That's
Got
great.
good seats, and we're just waiting for them to come.
Yeah, tremendous.
No, looking forward to that.
Yeah, totally, absolutely.
Yeah.
That'll be really good. You might be overdriving a little bit there, Frank.
Hold on.
Yep, just a little bit.
I'm feeding. I've got a different arrangement. I won't go into it all now. But,
okay, sure. All right, that's not a problem at all.
Circumstances required.
Yeah, okay, that's all good.
Hold on.
Yeah.
QRX, as we used to say.
As you say, indeed, that's all good. Just do what you need to do.
Used to love to use the Q code. It sounded so official.
It does.
And so,
I've forgotten a lot. I don't use it enough. That's the problem.
I don't use it. But what's your handle?
Yes, I know. That's all these CB terms. That's sort of the vernacular.
Well, handle wasn't. A lot of them were actually old amateur terms.
Is that right? Really?
Certainly handle was, yeah.
Oh,
I used to hear it in the early 50s.
Is that right, really?
Or mid-50s,
Yeah. I love it. That's it's great. Yeah, well, we've got our dictionary of mission-ish as well.
The WX was the weather. What's the WX like? It was so official.
Yes, and just so sort of just cool.
It sort of sets you apart,
Yeah, it's a certain
we
sort
amateurs.
of... Yeah, exactly.
There's amateurs and then there's the rest of the world.
Indeed, absolutely. It's all about agency.
All of that.
Yes. Cultural capital.
Hold on, I'll just see what I can do with the drive.
Yeah, no worries. All right, take your time.
Go.
Take your time. You can
yes.
Give it a turn. Just
I'm on the verge of feeding.
yeah, it's just a little bit strong. That's all right.
I'm using a different radio to hear you on.
Oh.
Because
okay.
I can't use my ordinary one for...
okay.
I've got a different listening arrangement.
I see.
Hold on.
Yep, that's all good.
Hello.
Yep,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Still very strong.
Yeah, hold on.
That's it. Okay, just take your time.
How's that?
It's pretty much the same, Frank. You can probably back off even more.
That's interesting. Hold on, Steve. I just checked my frequency.
Yeah, please. That's all good. No worries at all. It's all part of the fine-tuning process getting sorted. What else have I got here in records?
I'm on frequency.
Yeah, you're on frequency. That's all right. Just back off the mic maybe a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe that'll do. I don't know.
No. Well, I'll back the mic gain off.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's more the mic gain, I think. That's where it's...
Hold on. Here we go.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Is that better?
That's a bit too soft now. You can find
Okay, hello.
Yeah, that's good. Excellent. No worries.
That right?
Yeah, it's all good, Frank. Nice one. They're good settings.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you can't
Test
do it.
concluded.
Yes, that's right. We're fine-tuned operations. Yeah. Well, as I said before, I've only got a short one this afternoon. It's just sort of like a touch base.
Congratulations on the kayaking.
Oh, look, it's just something to do, and Kate said, it's Valentine. I mean, I'm not really into Valentine, all that commercial stuff, but she said, let's just do something a bit special, and go out.
That's terrific.
Yeah, so I'm all for it. I love it. I love getting out in nature, and Listerfield's really close to here, so
do something spontaneous like that.
Yeah, totally. It's like
very often the best things, aren't they?
I think so. So I've just quickly got some picnic things, and I've got a little portable gramophone in the car, and we've got our kayaks on top. We'll have a picnicky.
Where did you do it?
We haven't done it yet. We're going to go down.
Oh, you're going to do it?
Yeah, we're going down to have a picnic tonight. We'll leave at about 6 and down to Listerfield. It's in that Listerfield area. There's a lake, and on the way to Emerald. It's about half an hour from here. So, yeah, we'll just spend a couple of hours to dusk and then come back. So
you just do it while you've got light, obviously.
Yeah, just until about maybe 8 o'clock. Just a short run, but we'll have a picnic and a bit of a kayak.
Fantastic.
Should be fun.
Just the two of you?
Yep, just us.
Great.
So, yay. Henry's doing some exciting things up north. The big Queensland concerts, they're all firing up. They've got one in Coolum tomorrow and another one in Brisbane on Sunday. Then
Can you hear any of them? Or see them?
I've asked him to send me any notice, but I don't think they're being broadcast live, unfortunately.
Shame.
But it is. But I'll stand by in case there's other information that comes to light, because I'm all ears if they are. And I really want to hear them. But Henry, I mean, there'll be amateur recordings of them, but I'd love to hear it done properly.
Yeah.
So most of them they do. Most of the seasons they are recorded. So what tends to happen is they record them, and sometimes they just time shift the broadcast. So anyhow, I'll be watching that space for sure, and I can report on that.
You bet. I'm having lunch at Peter Sutton's place tomorrow.
Oh, so. Yeah. Okay.
We'll hear all about Holly and all about AYO.
Oh, that's great. Well, it's the complete everything in our everything in Henry's life revolves around it, because he's just so involved, and also it's he's been able to get into all of the seasons and the overseas trip too. So for him, it's just a life force and an incredibly immersive experience. They're doing Iron Heldenleben at the moment. He sent me a link, and my God, it sounds incredible. Can I play a bit of it?
Got a great horn section, haven't they?
Oh, it's just to die for. It's just incredible. I don't know if I can play. I wonder if I can. Where's this? I forget where this is wired in. I'll tell you, I'll play another record, and I might play it tonight. How about I play it tonight?
That's better. I think that sort of fit better programming.
It is. It's only a short bit of it, but it's just a part of the rehearsal. And my God, I was listening to it. It was mouth-watering, amazing.
Do you see the program that LeBrock did? What's his name?
Oh, Ed LeBrock.
Ed LeBrock. Yes.
Yeah. No, the recent one was there one recently. He did.
No, he did one on AYO.
Oh, yes, he did. Yes. So Henry was heavily involved in that.
I bet he was.
Yeah, and yes, he was there, and he was actually sending me photos in real time as it was happening.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so it was all sort of. I saw the way they were set up. I saw the station and the public situation there, but that was remarkable. Yeah, so I'm hoping something similar is going on up in Brisbane, but it's sort of a long way away. Anyhow, I've discovered some more hi-fi transcription recordings of Chick Webb's orchestra. These are from the same Muzak Vitatone series.
Is Ella singing in any of them?
Yes, I played all the ones that Ella's singing, but I might play one of them again because it's just so good.
Sure.
But I'll begin by playing a couple of instrumentals and just get a sense of how good the Chick Webb orchestra was.
No, that would be great. He was a great drummer in his own right.
He certainly was, and he just had a very tight band, and and hearing it in hi-fi in 1936 is just such a treat. It's incredible. It's just like being there. It's got all the spatial cues, and it's just tings galore. You can hear the brush strokes. You can hear the full clarity of all the instruments. You hear the instruments in situ. So this one is a Fats Waller tune. Keeping Out of Mischief Now. Fats is not singing on it, but it's not that long after it was written. Great.
It was something Fats totally failed to do.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, absolutely spot on there. So, yes. And, let's have a listen to the Chick Webb Orchestra in 1936 in hi-fi and Keeping Out of Mischief Now. The signal to noise on that record was absolutely astonishing for 1936. It was the Chick Webb Orchestra and Keeping Out of Mischief Now. Yeah,
Really
instrumental.
good.
It really was. It was so present, incredible, and the full tone of the instruments was captured. All the very best of Western Electric equipment was used for these sessions, and they are jaw-droppingly amazing. There's a few of them. I'll play another one just to sort of keep riffing on this topic because they just sound amazing. This one's called Big John's Special, another instrumental from the same transcription record. And I think they only made one or two, or these records had about 6 tracks on each side. So there's a few that haven't been released, but I'm keen to chase them up. But these are the ones that are in the public domain at present. So this one's called Big John's Special, and again, Chick Webb and the orchestra in 1936. Chick Webb Orchestra in full flight and superbly captured with ambience as well. You could really hear the room.
Sure could.
Yeah, lots of echo and presence factor. Yeah, it's quite astonishing. Well, we'll play a couple more, but before doing that, Frank, I was going to say to you that Olivia and I went and saw the Bob Dylan film the other night.
What did you think?
I thought it was interesting. I sort of feel a little bit more endeared towards him than I did beforehand.
Yeah, sure.
I've always felt a bit sort of Dylan. I always thought he was a little bit of a I don't know, very aloof and very sort of unapproachable personally. But
he always was. He turned it into an art form.
Yeah, and
very deliberately. I mean, cultivated.
Yeah, very pretentious.
Yeah, it was very pretentious.
Yeah, so
I'm two ways about Dylan.
Yeah, and but I after seeing the film, I got a sense that he was almost pathologically shy. That's the way he was captured.
Yes, that's certainly true
in the movie, and it was a symptom of his sort of social awkwardness. He strikes me as being someone who's probably a bit neurodiverse. I think, I don't know. That's why that way he appeared. But anyhow, I thought it was interesting, and
that's good that you went anyway.
Yeah, what did you think of it?
I haven't been yet.
Oh, you haven't been? Oh, you got to go.
Oh, yeah, we're going. It's locked in.
Yeah. Oh, I think you'll find it very interesting.
Yeah.
It was particularly interesting from Olivia's point of view, the representation of Joan Baez and
oh yes,
and also Pete Seeger's a major figure in the film, and as is Woody Guthrie actually, but Woody Guthrie
rightly so.
Yeah, couldn't speak at that stage.
Oh, poor Woody. Yeah, but it is absolute fact that he used to go and see him and idolised him.
He idolised him, absolutely idolised him, and I think that's quite sensitive. But I have to say, I came away feeling a little bit better about him, and I think so. The film, I think, goes to some lengths to try and give him a real personality, not to sort of present. He was very pretentious and did dreadful things, and was just, some of his behaviour is reprehensible.
He's not a man you'd want to emulate, really.
No,
but he had. Look, we'll maybe have a program on him one night.
Yeah, look, it'd be really good to do that. I wouldn't be able to record it, but that's fine. I don't need to. And
there's a YouTube issue, sir.
Yeah, well, that's absolutely fine. I'd like to do a program on him, and I'd like to get Livia involved.
That was my next suggestion.
Yeah, bring her in because she loves Bob Dylan. She sings his songs all the time. She loves his poetry and she's.
I love a lot of his poetry. Yeah. I think a lot of that is pretentious too.
Sure.
It was ridiculous that he won the Pulitzer Prize.
Yes, he did, didn't he? That's right.
Third.
Yeah, the film doesn't touch on any of that. It looks at just a snapshot of his life and the Newport. What do they call those folk festivals? I think it was a Newport festival, and how they were really upset the upper car.
When he went electric.
Yeah, when he went electric.
That was slightly inaccurate, or quite inaccurate. It wasn't at Newport. It was actually in England.
Oh, how interesting. Yes, I think there's possibly quite a bit of artistic licensing.
There is.
Portrayal
and I don't think they hide it.
No, they don't. I was reading the blurb about it. I think it's been sort of condensed and dressed up. But I think it's an incredibly well acted film, and I think there's a lot of. You really get the vibe of the times, I think
of it.
Yeah, so I thought that aspect of it, I don't relate that well to modern films, narrative type films. It's not sort of the thing I really connect with fundamentally, but I was actually really pleased I saw this, and it's helped me understand the whole genre, the scene. I feel very endeared towards the portrayal of Pete Seeger in the film.
Yeah.
He is a very special person.
He's a genuinely very, very admirable man.
Yeah, and incredibly patient with Dylan. He knew Dylan from a 12-year-old or 14-year-old whenever he started.
Yeah, really.
He was a kid. Sort of helped him. He
was a genuine folk hero.
Yeah, a real beautiful soul, a really touchable person.
Oh, absolutely.
So I think I felt that Pete Seeger was very powerfully represented in the film, and Dylan I think came across as incredibly vulnerable and just sort of socially disconnected and running away from himself, and just a dislocated sort of character in a way, I thought.
Yeah, sure. What did Olivia think of it?
Yeah, she actually felt much the same. Yeah, she's not that excited by Dylan's sort of manner and all that, but she loves Joan Baez and felt that was her connection point.
Joan is what a beautiful voice.
Yeah, amazing voice, and she was very well represented. I can't remember the name of the actress, but she sings just like her. It's incredible.
Very similar.
Yeah,
I've got a few Joan records.
Yeah, been great to do a program on her. And Livy showed me a recording of Joan singing just a couple of days ago, and she's in her mid-80s now, and she's still singing, and
She is.
It's amazing.
As is Judy Collins.
Right, incredible, isn't it?
There were three women I loved in the 60s.
Yes.
Joan, Judy, and Joni Mitchell.
Oh, right, Joni Mitchell as well, yeah. Gosh, well, yes, well, it's the film mainly focuses on Joan Baez and Dylan in a particular period from
They had a stormy relationship.
Yeah, they certainly did. And, he treated her really badly. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
But anyhow, yeah, it's all sort of brought out. But look, I came away feeling quite sort of, I felt the charge and I felt a sense of a greater connection with the era. And I suppose overall my reaction's quite positive.
I'm really glad you went.
Yeah, it was really good. So that's that was an interesting experience. Yeah, so that's a bit of news. Now I'm fast running out of time. I'll play I'll just play these two. This is one I did play a couple of weeks ago. It's Ella Fitzgerald's first recording, I think. She's very young. She's still a teenager here with Chick Webb, but it is in hi-fi, and you get a sense of her developing voice, and but she's just got so much spunk and verve, and she's just got it. You really sense that she's got it, and it's a typical, like the tracks we've just heard, that early 30s sort of very punctuated style of early swing. It's not. It's music from an earlier time, but gosh, preserved like this, it's quite fascinating. Let's hear Ella Fitzgerald.
Inconceivable pair that gave our budding a fair its start. The stars gleam, the moon beam, the sky seemed to smile. The breeze cried, the trees sighed. Please stay around a while. Rhythm and romance, romance and rhythm, a combination so real, an invitation to steal your heart. Seem to smile. Oh, the breeze cried, the trees sighed. Please stay around a while. Rhythm and romance, romance and rhythm, a combination so real, an invitation to steal your heart.
There we go. There was a teenage Ella Fitzgerald there with Chick Webb. Fantastic accompaniment, and it was with Chick Webb's band that she cut her teeth. In fact, he sort of discovered her and promoted her career.
Yep.
So they're very
He certainly did.
Yeah.
And cared for her and
Yes,
nurtured her and everything.
he did. I think she actually lived with his family and for a period and was well supported. Yes, look, there's one I didn't play the other day. It's called "You Hit the Spot," and another recording of Ella from those same sessions. So certainly worth a listen. I'll play this before I do my write out because I won't have much more time after this. So
Yeah, sure.
I'll squeeze this one in.
You hit the spot like a balmy breeze on a night in May. You hit the spot like a cool mint julep on a summery day. You hit a new high in my estimation. I had to fall, 'cause you've got so much on the ball. Oh, you hit the spot like the first embrace when the night is tied. You hit the spot like a pipe and slippers by a fireside. Matter of factly, don't know exactly what is it that you've got, but ooh, you hit the spot. Like a balmy breeze on a night in May, like a cool mint julep on a summery day. Oh, baby, do bottom day, ba da 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 day, ba da do day. Oh, boys, you hit the spot.
Ah, there we have it. That's Ella in her that's the beginning of Ella's meteoric career. Really fascinating stuff. And she's got it. You can just, it's all there.
Absolutely. I should say I'm vk3jr working vk3sl test transmissions 2 metres to 160 metre duplex.
Indeed.
Having not said that.
Yes, that's all very important. And of course, we are testing on 1865 kilohertz and also 438.725 megahertz up there in UHF land and also streaming online. So if you want to check in, and I should mention also that we do have a contact for the station. It's vk3sl at hotmail.com if anyone does want to get in touch. Okay, I'm going to have to wind it. Tonight we'll feature some of the music of it's Ian VK3APV.
Very good.
Yeah, Ian from Caulfield, who dropped in all these wonderful records, and there's some really interesting music. You'll love it, Frank. It's some great stuff there, and I'll leave it as a big surprise. So we'll indulge tonight. We'll play, and I'll contact him. So let him know. He wanted me to let him know when we're playing some of them. So we'll definitely make a go of it tonight for a little while, and then maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. There's an MSO concert on tomorrow night, but everyone else is doing other things, and I don't know if I want to go on my own. So
I could be in doubt tomorrow night.
Yeah, so we'll just see how I feel. I might just watch it on the telly. All right, so to wind up today, I will play another recording of Ella's from that same year. Not a hi-fi. This is one of her sort of conventional releases, but again from her very first recording sessions, and it's just a great tune. It's called "You'll Have to Swing It, Mr. Paganini." Fab song from Ella, and we'll catch you later tonight or tomorrow or Sunday. And see you soon, Frank. Catch you soon too. All right. Thanks, folks. Here we go.
Mr. Paganini, please play my rhapsody. And if you cannot play it, won't you sing it? And if you can't sing it, you simply have to swing it. I said swing it, oh swing it, and dong-ding it. Oh, Mr. Paganini, we breathlessly await your masterful baton. Go on and sling it. And if you can't sling it, you'll simply have to swing it. I said swing it, and scatty-wah-wah, and waddy-scatla. We've heard your repertoire, and at the final bar, we've greeted you with wild applause. But what a great ovation, your interpretation. Rock-doodle-and-a-doodle, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, Mr. Paganini, now don't you be a meanie. What have you up your sleeve? Go on and spring it. And if you can't spring it, you simply have to swing it. Repertoire, and at the final bar, we've greeted you with wild applause. But what a great ovation, your interpretation. Got la-do-la-do-la-do-lay. Oh, Mr. Paganini, now don't you be a meanie. What have you up your sleeve? Go on and spring it. And if you can't spring it, you simply